We're recording too.
Good. Wow. Thanks for the heads up before I said anything live on YouTube.
Hello, Shelby.
Here we go. We're going to let all these peeps in and we're going to get going. Well, good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the Wednesday night Wine and Dine. My name's Jacqueline. I've been with Wine Ambassador for about 5 years. And I absolutely love it. And I'm going to be your MC this evening. For those of you who are new here, we do this every Wednesday. We call this our fun night. You're going to get a little bit of education with some wonderful recipes and wine to pair those recipes with. So sit back and relax and enjoy. But most importantly, get back with the person that invited you here because they can fill you in on how to get started with this wonderful program. But before we get started every Wednesday, what we like to do is kick our evening off with a toast. And this evening, we have our very own CEO, Mr. Rory Rickard, who is going to get us started. Rory?
So I'm gonna do a toast tonight to a 4-letter word, starts with a G and ends with T, grit. And one of the reasons I always say like all roads lead to wine is wine goes through a lot of grit to persevere to become this amazing stuff, just like we do in anything. So anything great takes grit to get there. And so this toast is to grit and all those that have it, because we can accomplish great things together. So cheers to grit.
Salud.
Cheers. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Rory. Next, I am going to introduce one of my favorite people in the whole world, Melissa.
Hello.
Melissa,
Stop touching my stuff.
No. There we go. Go ahead.
Let's try that again.
Unmute, Jackie, you gotta unmute. I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot to push those critical buttons, so we're protected. We're good now.
It's all good. We're going to try this one more time. 3rd time's a charm, guys. But anyway, it is with great pleasure that I get to introduce one of my favorite people in the whole world, Melissa Louisiana, okay? I love you, Melissa. And she has a wonderful lineup for us this evening of cooks, and she's going to take us through what they're going to be cooking and pairing for us this evening. So I'm going to turn it over to Melissa. Melissa?
Awesome. Welcome, everybody. We do have some great food and wine pairings coming up here tonight. So before we kick it off, if you like what you see tonight, be sure to reach out to the person who invited you so they can get you some more information. But our cooks tonight are going to be Miss Ginger with an appetizer. She's making something yummy with shrimp. Jenny is doing our main dish. She's doing an untuna casserole. And we have Karen on dessert with snowy minty cakes. So we'll go ahead and get the party started with Ginger. Miss Ginger, are you there? Hopefully she'll unmute.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ginger Mallet, and tonight we're making a sweet and spicy shrimp appetizer in honor of Melissa. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see my face. I only see your face, Melissa. Okay, so these are all ingredients that I happen to have in my cupboard, so I haven't bought anything for tonight. To cook the shrimp, we're going to use a combination of olive oil and ghee, which is clarified butter. So we've got honey and balsamic vinegar and ketchup, and we've got garlic powder, paprika, and just a little bit of red pepper flakes. I don't like my food very spicy. We've got a pound of shrimp and some green onions to garnish it with, and we're serving it with the More Than Muse. So it's very easy. All we do is pour this in and stir the sauce. We're going to be cooking the shrimp later and adding the sauce to the pan so that it can thicken to make this lovely shrimp appetizer. And then we've got, can you see the spices?
Yep,
No,
yep, I can see it just fine. Yep.
So we got paprika and garlic. And so the sauce is made. I'm going to heat up the skillet, so I hope you'll come back in a few minutes. And we'll cook the shrimp.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you in just a little bit.
Okay.
Great. Moving on to Jenny.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, this is the first time I'm on Zoom on my phone. We had a little power outage a little while ago, so this was my backup. So took me a minute to figure out how to unmute on that. So I used to make tuna casserole a lot because, you know, I'm don't cook much. Okay, honestly, I just don't. So this is my one go-to that, you know, makes me feel like I'm cooking. So you take, instead of tuna, I've got the big old can of Costco chicken breasts, and then some cream of chicken soup, Campbell's. And of course, noodles. I like to use rotini. I've used elbow before, but, and then some frozen peas. They're still in the freezer because I've already got mine in the oven. And then some Lay's barbecue potato chips. So if you're gluten-free, also, you could use gluten-free noodles. I don't know what to tell you about the chicken soup because that has wheat in it, unfortunately. But Lay's doesn't have wheat in their chips, so that's good. So I cooked the noodles and I used a really big bowl because I'm a vigorous stirrer. And so I mixed it all up in the bowl after the noodles were cooked. I had the frozen peas in the colander in the sink so that when you put the noodles in the colander to drain them, it instantly defrosts the peas. So then you mix it all up, put it in a pan, not a pan. I have a, what do you call it? A glass dish that's like a casserole dish that I'm using. And then you just crunch up the barbecue chips. I prefer to do it in the bag so you don't hurt yourself. And just put it all over the top. And it's looking like it's almost done. I've got about 3 minutes left until it's done. And I was told that a Chardonnay or a Pinot Grigio would go really well with that. And I've got both of those right here. We've got a big selection and I had to get help with that. So we've got Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Grigio, and lots of Chardonnay. So those would work really well with it. And I've got about 2.5 more minutes and it'll come out of the oven.
Perfect. So I'd like to interject a little bit of, thank you. Jenny doesn't drink. And so that's why she's suggesting what she would pair with it. So I just wanted to make that
I got
point.
my Martinelli's right here.
Awesome. That even if you're, if you don't drink, you can still have a lot of fun with this club and do some really fun things. So just wanted to put that little note in there too. But
if I can make a note too,
Jenny.
Melissa.
Yes.
This also is the great thing about this company that we have is we have a no ship option. So if you are religious reasons do not drink, or if you live in a backward state like I do, and you can't ship it to your house, we have another option for you. So we really cover all options of this beautiful wine club. We want to make sure everybody has a home here. They feel included and welcome. And so, yeah, we have it all. If get with the person that brought you back here, they will explain it all to you, I'm sure. If not, they can get me on the phone and I'll help them because if you guys don't know, hi, my name is Tanya and I love wine.
Cheers.
But another note though on Jenny's, if you guys don't have the soup, you guys can do a little chicken broth, thicken it down with a little bit of cream, and that was a great substitute. So there.
Yes, good point. Good point. I was going to say homemade chicken soup like that is really easy to make. I am celiac, I'm gluten-free, so I do all of that stuff. Little butter, little flour, little cream, season it up to how you like it, and you've got yourself some chicken soup.
Yeah.
So good stuff. All right, let's head on over then to Karen, who looks like she's working away in her kitchen on her cake.
Yes, here I am. I'm making what's known in my family as a snow mint cake. It was always one of the favorite cakes to request for birthdays, which is where the idea popped into my head when Melissa goes, "Hey, it's my birthday." I said, "Cool, I know the cake to make." So basically, for time reasons, I had to prepare a lot of stuff ahead of time. So basically, it's a yellow cake mix, and basically make it according to the directions. And it doesn't have to be Betty Crocker. That's just always our family favorite. And then you cut the layers in half, and then you prepare a mint whipped cream filling to separate the layers. And for that, all you really need is whipped cream. And it was interesting going from Mom's recipe because it was in her handwriting. Like, you know, I thought, where the heck am I going to find bottles of whipped cream? Turns out the carton's just fine. The tricky part, and I'll give you a heads up on this, is you need oil of peppermint. Well, oil of peppermint used to live in the baking section. It doesn't. It's now an essential oil. And if you get it that way, you have to make sure you get food grade. Now, I think there's a conversion from peppermint extract to peppermint oil, but I wasn't going to chance it because this is how I know to make the recipe. So, and then the other thing I'm working on is the frosting, which is a homemade recipe too. It's egg whites and sugar and some stuff. And after you assemble it and put the layers in, then you frost it, and then it's just like any other cake, except it tastes awesome. That's all I can tell you. Tastes awesome. And I'm not a big wine drinker as far as what to pair with. The research we all came up with said we ought to pair it with a Moscato. But as we all know, the really good Moscato's basically gone. So the backup was I chose a Hudson sparkling wine, or I threw out of a Tannin Rosé or a Parables in white. But the experts I consulted suggested the sparkling wine, and I thought it's Melissa's birthday, so what's perfect for a celebration but a sparkling wine? So that's what we got.
Awesome. Okay, so you're going to work on assembling your cake, is that right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I've already got one layer cut and assembled, and I'm making the frosting, so I shall continue.
Perfect. All right. Well, so since Ginger is doing shrimp, we'll go back over and see how she's doing because I don't want her shrimp to cook too long or anything. So how are you doing over there, Ginger?
Great. I haven't started the shrimp yet because they only take a moment.
Awesome.
So we've got the oil and the clarified butter. Can you show the skillet, please? Lift that up. Melissa, tell us when you can see the skillet.
We can see it. We can hear a little sizzle.
Ginger, you'll have to speak again to bring your camera up. So if you can say something.
What did you say?
Those look yummy.
Do look
Everything I
yummy.
cook is quick and easy. Now we're just cooking this till they're just barely pink. We're going to finish cooking when I add the sauce to the pan.
Awesome. So should we talk a little bit about the wine club while Ginger's cooking her shrimp? All right.
Great.
Okay. So you guys, what we have here is what we like to call a discovery club. We get to discover and experience new wines all the time, which is amazing. And just when you think you found your favorite, a new batch comes along and you find your new favorite, and they all become your favorite. So that's the fun part about this is we're constantly trying new things, because these are small batch wines. Once they're gone, and we get a whole new batch of yumminess. So these wines do come from Napa and Sonoma Valley. So they are of the highest quality wines you're going to find, which is amazing. And then we do have a couple of different options. I'm just going to touch on them just briefly. You can ask the person who invited you here for the rest of the details. But we have a customer option where you can just decide to get the wines, taste them, share them, enjoy them. And then we have an ambassador option where you can put a little cash in your pocket or a lot of cash in your pocket, whatever you want to do, and share the wines as well that way. But either way, if you refer 3 people and you get your wine for free. So, I mean, how much better can you ask for, right? So, Tanya, Rory, you want to add anything else to that?
I can always talk about wine. I don't know if Rory wants to jump in here.
Go
I can
ahead,
always
babe,
talk
do
about-
it.
Go right ahead, Rory.
No, seriously, go ahead.
No, I think it's you guys, this is such a passion project. I always say that whenever for all of you who are new here, you just met my husband Rory, I'm Tanya, and then we have another owner here is Peter. We're the 3 owners of Wine Ambassador here, and it's a passion project for us. We are majorly into the love of the wine. There's a lot of love, and for me, and I know Peter as well. Peter's Greek and I'm Italian. We have a lot of history into the wine, and it's just such a part of our family. Where I come from, every family makes their own wine and they serve it at the dinner table, and it's such a unique thing, and it's very special. And so the opportunity arose for Rory and I to join this company and to become an owner of it. And we met with Peter, and we decided that it was a great opportunity, and we went forward. And so there's a lot of love there between the 3 of us. We really, really enjoy what we do. We're very dedicated to making sure you guys get the top wines here. And we're dedicated to making sure all the process is done well. Not only the wine itself, but the company itself. So the backing, the owners, we work like you do. We do not, the 3 of us work hard. We don't take checks. We don't take a paycheck. We work and we get paid the same way that you do, by bringing people and referring them to this wine club. So we wanted to make sure you guys had all the tools in your tool belt. We talk a lot about this on our Monday opportunity call. If you're new, let's join us there. But we also have a lot of training for you guys. So we have a lot of training. We have the opportunity call for those who want to learn about the opportunity that we have here. We have the Wine Wednesdays to help show the fun of the pairings with the wines. And then we have some Saturday training as well. We always have training. We always have anything for you. So we made sure you guys had the best product. You have a great, honest integrity behind the company. You have a great marketing and program through my husband and I. And you have a great pay structure that Rory really thought out and put together, and he and I and Peter. And then we also have our great back office and all of our software there that is from Peter, who has worked and done this tirelessly. This is his specialty. So we really have the best of all worlds to come in to give you guys this. And so there's a lot of love here. So if you're not a part of this, please get with the person that brought you here and let us help you become a member and become part of the family here. So.
Amen. Awesome. All right, Ginger, looks like you've got it ready, huh?
I've got it plated. Can you see how nice it looks? And then you garnish it with green onions. Can you see it?
Oh, that looks amazing.
Thank you, Peter.
Beautiful plating. I love the nicely done.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you said you were pairing it with a More Than Muse, but we have a number of More Than Muses. Which one did you use?
This year, the 2002.
With a Chardonnay?
2022.
Is that the Chardonnay?
We have more than one varietal
Yes.
of them. More than
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
It's Chardonnay, yes.
Yeah, we have what, 7 muses at this point? So
Oh, okay.
yeah. Yep. But that looked like somebody I recognized there on the label. So
Okay. All right, are you going to take a taste?
Yes, are you ready for it?
Ready. Tell us what you think.
Well,
I want to taste it myself, but I have to wait for you. So
well, I'll just send it to you, Peter.
okay.
That is good. That is real. I got to get down here to get my face. There. That is really good. You should make this recipe, Peter. This is great.
Oh, I think I will. I think I have everything here to make it. So
That's the thing. I didn't have to buy anything. I had all of this. You know, I used very little spice. I don't like spicy food. But as the spice was building, the Chardonnay took it out, made it all sweet. It's very nice.
Very well done. Mhm.
Very nice.
Nicely done, Ginger. Looks amazing.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Yeah. Very good. All right.
Thank you.
Let's see. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you for cooking that. Jenny, are you ready?
Why isn't that? Oh.
Okay, I'm ready. So I plated it, but it's not beautiful, but I did put it in my finest china. So, you know,
I don't know. That looks pretty good too.
Looks pretty beautiful.
You're
to
all
me,
making
yeah.
me very, very hungry.
it's dinner time here in California. You know that.
Mhm.
Even with the storm brewing, we got some dark clouds over here too, Peter. I'm in Central California. So I'm gonna pretend like I'm using this beautiful Tanya Pinot Grigio. Used to be one of my favorites, Pinot Grigio. One day I will taste it. But I'm by myself today, so you know, this is it. The 2020. So that
Yeah,
would be really good with it.
Yeah, everything you have sitting behind you would be great with this.
Yeah, look
So
good.
I had some help picking it out beforehand.
I love that my members have gotten so good at knowing what these wines taste like. I'm blown away with all of you and how good you've gotten at this.
Well, I will admit I was tasting it in Dallas, okay, because I brought some for a friend, you know, as a gift or whatever, and I was like, sure, I'll taste that. And yeah, it's really good wine, best you have ever had, smooth as silk. You can't even believe how wonderful it is.
Thank you. I have special love for that label, as you know, a special love for that label. But the spiciness of the barbecue chip with that Pinot Gris, that would I think that would really complement each other well. So
Oh yeah.
And I love getting chips in. Cooking with potato chips seems like a weird thing, but I love the way it works.
Well, it's definitely a flavor that I love, and putting it with anything is good to me. Thank you.
that looks delicious, Jenny.
Good job. Thank you, Jenny. All right, Karen, how are you coming over there with your cake?
She looks very serious.
Karen,
She talks about this for a birthday cake, and I'm thinking, oh, we're coming into Christmas season, and you just have to have one of those on your table.
Even I've never had the peppermint there, so I'm excited to pair that with wine, Peter, because that's just not something I would even normally go to,
Yeah.
right?
Well, the funny thing about peppermint and wine is it's not where you'd expect it right away, but then when you think about it a little more, it makes sense. It'll be great with those. The Hudson, the sparkling is a
Hudson
great
would be
idea.
fantastic.
Bubbly is
That's what I thought.
amazing with a lot of foods, and especially that one has a little sweetness to it. But normally I go peppermint with red wines, because if you taste like some of our Pinot Noirs or the Cabs or even the Malbec, you're going to notice a hint of mint in the background. So it'll actually, that's part of a lot of very common taste in a lot of red wines. So it can go amazingly with, you know, sometimes you get a little thrown off. You see white food, you think white wine, but to
Pinot
me,
Noir is always my go-to. I love Pinot Noir, so I can drink it. all day
right.
long.
But my thing is, and
Okay, not all day long, guys. Come on. I'm
I
not
love
allowed
to
to.
do, you know, I do the white chocolate peppermint bark this time of year or soon. And I love to do that with a Pinot. I absolutely that's one of my favorite combos.
that's so
I'm going to
interesting. I was really looking forward to see what you were going to say about that mint and wine, Peter, because that seemed like such a strange thing to me, but that's really cool.
I
Well,
would have
when you're
gone with
drinking,
Chardonnay.
when you're drinking your red wines, when you're drinking like that Discovery's Pinot or the Antonio Cab, think about it a little and try to look for that mint flavor. You're going to find it there. Or when you're drinking the Deanna Young, it doesn't have a mint flavor, but think about how mint would taste with it, because you'd be surprised. Once you start thinking about it, you say, oh yeah, I can see that. So try it. Think about it, everyone. I want to hear what you have to say.
I would definitely pair it with the sparkling myself. That'd be my
Well,
first choice. But
and that's a
I'm gonna
great
try
choice.
it with the
Yeah.
Pinot too.
Yeah, oh, that's a great choice. The sparkling is a wonderful choice. People underrate sparkling with almost any food. Any food that you can't figure out what wine pairs with it, well, guess what? Sparkling's going to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how's it looking there?
Karen, are you able to unmute? Karen.
Karen Needham. Karen.
Well, while we wait for Karen to unmute, Tanya, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I have the Costagara. It's one of our Grand Cru selections, and it's delicious. And it's
now you're gonna make
sadly
a lot
almost
of
gone.
people- Yeah, you're going to make a lot of people jealous. I don't think most people have any of that one anymore.
Yeah.
And that was a wonderful wine.
It's just very smooth, and it's just not what you'd expect. It's a very lovely wine. I
Yeah.
paired it with I made a marinara sauce with over cheese tortellini, and it was delicious. Very
Oh yeah, that would be wonderful. Yeah, I'm drinking some of the Discovery's Pinot right now, which is partly Pinot's on my mind a lot this time of year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I
and for Thanksgiving, that's always a go-to for me.
yeah, Thanksgiving wines are a tricky thing coming, and it was something I talked about a little last week. How you almost want to have a progression. You want to start out with something light and crisp with your appetizers that can handle all the weird combinations of flavors, and then go into heavier and heavier as you go into the meal. And a Pinot is wonderful. Our Zinfandel is another wonderful one with turkey and with a lot of those flavors that. So that's why that's what everybody's getting this month. Everybody's getting a box of wine this month. That's going to go great with your Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
How thoughtful. That's awesome. You guys are so good. This club is so amazing.
Well,
I
it's
think Karen might be having technical difficulties, so I'm
Oh,
gonna try to
you
get
hear
her
me
back
now?
on.
Oh, are you
Can
there,
hear me
Karen?
now?
There you are.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys just froze up. Anyway,
you.
I think this frosting's supposed to be a little stiffer, like maybe I should have cooled it longer, but there it is. And to top it with a little bit of coconut.
God, that would be a showstopper on a table.
Oh, yeah. Yum. I love mint and I
What?
love cake.
What's not to
A
love?
good showstopper or a not good showstopper?
Oh, a great showstopper.
Great one there, Karen. Great. Looks beautiful already, I think.
Well, it's messier than Mom used to make. Believe it or not, I ate this. Mom used to make this all the time. I never made it myself. This is the first time.
I'm proud of you. Experiencing something new,
Oh.
right? Trying something new.
Yes.
But I know how it's supposed to taste.
Well, the true test is yet to come then, because we need to see you taste it.
Yes. And I'm ad-libbing some, if I can get them open, sprinkles for a birthday.
Happy birthday, Melissa, dear.
Yeah, if you're doing Christmas, maybe you do crushed candy canes or something.
Yeah.
Well, and I have a couple of little numbers to go in there.
25, is that what it said?
45, sorry. At least I got them in the right order and didn't make you 54.
Okay, true.
So,
The day over 25, Melissa.
I'll keep saying this, but can you guys imagine the party we're gonna have when we finally get Melissa to come to a live event?
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
As soon as we know she's coming, you guys, no holds barred. We're gonna party like it's 1999.
All over again. There we go. How does it look now with a few sprinkles?
Beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. Before I cut it and taste it, should we sing happy birthday?
Absolutely. All right, we gotta open up. Yeah, anybody that can unmute. I guess,
That's right.
or we could get really crazy, right?
No, let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy here.
Okay,
Look, remember who you're talking to.
Talking to me. I'm very neutral.
I'm gonna do a birthday toast and then we'll sing. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So happy birthday to Melissa. Cheers to you. And then we're gonna drink and then on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
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 Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
you.
you.
Happy birthday, dear
Melissa.
Melissa. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you
Okay,
guys
I'll
are
have to blow the candles out for you. Oh, and this was my birthday decoration here. That's all I have, just a bag.
I love this.
Oh, thanks, you guys.
So, are we ready?
Renee, you're
We are.
hilarious.
I'm waiting for you to try this, Karen. Super excited. So
Do you want to
Please.
see this cake?
Yes.
Why don't you sit here?
Everybody else mute, by the way.
got it. There we go.
Oh, I forgot fork. Oh my God, just like mom used to make.
Oh,
The best thing.
Congratulations, Karen. That's amazing.
What?
I said, congratulations, Karen. That's amazing.
Looks amazing.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, unlike Ginger, who could make it with whatever she had in the house, I don't cook much. First of all, I spent the last day and a half making room in my kitchen so I could actually cook in here. And then to have it turn out like this, it's like, oh my God. Let me try it with the wine.
Guys,
And
I'm
they-
also putting all the links to the recipe pages in the chat. So if you guys want them, it's there. And if you're watching this on the replay, it'll be in the description box below. So please click on the links and head over to their pages to get the recipes. Shop around on their sites. Okay, there you go. Give a little love to y'all.
Yeah, and I got to give you credit.
Google
Trying
Maps
something for the
stuff.
first time with the egg white frosting. That's a tricky one. So nice work.
Well, thank you. I mean, I watched my mother make it an awful lot and I helped, but I'm single. I don't have kids, so I've never had a reason to make it myself.
Well, looks great. You did a great job.
And
Now taste
Melissa
it
is
with
a great reason to make a cake.
Rory, I want Karen to try it now with the sparkling and see.
Yeah,
what
I do too.
yes. And thank you, Karen. Nobody ever makes me a birthday cake in my house. I'm the cook. So thank you. I can taste it from here.
Oh my gosh, that is good.
Yay! It's
I'm
what-
learning to like wine. I'm not Tanya. I don't like wine, but I'm Karen and I'm getting the hang of it.
Nice.
Don't
That's
ask
what we're
me
all
for
about.
all the
though,
flavors.
Karen.
I just like, oh, this is good. I like it. It's okay.
Well, that's our goal, is to make all of you
Yeah.
into Tanya's.
Aw.
Terrific.
I found the recipe. One of the things I thought you could do is swap the yellow cake out for chocolate cake, particularly for the Christmas season.
Oh yeah, that would be
Oh,
wonderful.
absolutely.
And maybe crush up some Andes mints on the top.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be
Karen.
good.
And so what wine would you pair with that, Peter?
Oh,
Chocolate in it.
that's definitely when I'm going to the reds. I would go with,
Yeah.
like I said,
Pinot.
the Malbec, probably the Pinot with the Malbec could go great with it. It's chocolate. So what wine do we pair with chocolate? Everybody knows the answer to
The
that
Rickard
one.
Merlot, right?
Merlot. I would go with Merlot. Yeah, that would be my choice. But yeah.
Yep.
Hey, but do you? There's no wrong answer. That's the great part.
No,
of this.
there isn't. The best wine pairing is the one you're drinking.
Yes, absolutely, Peter.
Delicious.
But-
That'd be great.
Oh my God, it came out okay. I'm blown away.
And it's got silly string.
Ha, ha, ha.
Nobody bakes me a cake, but they'll silly string me on camera.
You have bloom in your hair.
That's
You
my
guys-
daughter and probably one of the youngest people in our organization, huh? Okay.
Yeah, she is one of them.
Yep. We have a couple of those 2-generation groups.
Yeah.
She-
You guys,
she-
just a note here, you guys, on Saturdays, in case you have missed it, we do a lot of training. But we're also the first part of the hour will be a little bit of education training. But then the last half from this part, from last Saturday, actually, until the end of the year, I will do a food pairing for you guys for the holidays to give you a recipe and a food pairing for the holidays. So please mark your calendars for every Saturday. It's what is it? It's 9
9 Pacific.
10 Mountain, 11 Central, and noon Eastern. Okay, so join us on that because you guys will be welcomed in my kitchen, and I'll be doing more than one wine with different, with the same recipe to give you guys different, textures and backgrounds to help you make just choices for your family gatherings. So anyway, just join us there as well. So anything else you want to add, Melissa?
I want to say don't miss that because Tanya does an outstanding job of cooking and pairing and presentation. Don't miss it. You're going to get some really good recipes and some really good wine pairing ideas.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much. Well, Jackie, I'm going to give it back to you to end the night with, honey.
Well, y'all did fabulous. I just can't wait to try all of those recipes. And you know how much I love the wine, Tanya. So anyway, I would like to thank you all for joining us this evening. We'll be back next week. Same time, same channel. Please join us. Y'all have a great night. Bye for now.
All right.